Teaching mindfulness. One elementary school is the first in our area to implement a classroom entirely dedicated to being mindful.
But what does mindfulness actually mean? NBC 24's Bree Malaska took an in-depth look at the class. She's live in the newsroom for us tonight. So Bree, researchers say that the students are already showing benefits from these exercises.
Jamie, Ryan, that's right. The practice of being mindful has been around for thousands of years and is said to have a number of mental benefits. But now one Toledo public school is taking a look at how it can help their students perform better in the classroom.
It's a type of classroom you don't see in many schools.
Breathe.
With yoga mats, calming lights, and a focus on positivity, it's a classroom for mindfulness.
If you feel sad and you come to mindfulness, it'll just help you feel better.
Robinson Elementary is the first school in the area to launch the pilot program. All students have the opportunity throughout the year to step into Ms. McCullough's class and take a step closer to their inner selves.
Mindfulness is really something we all already do. It's about noticing. It's about really being present to what you're doing, how you're feeling, and what's going on in the environment, and what's expected, and what could benefit yourself and the environment, the people around you.
The class is a part of the school's curriculum where students do a number of mindful exercises, like the Mindful Minute, where they sit quietly and focus on their breath, to a number of different yoga poses to work on focusing their attention.
If I do the child pose, it just helps me calm down and think about my day.
And so really it's just life skills these kids are learning to help them deal with emotions, help them deal with focusing and staying on task to accomplish their goals.
The program is a collaborative effort between Toledo Public Schools, the Toledo Mindfulness Institute, and the University of Toledo's Psychology Department. The department is conducting research on the 300-plus students to see how effective the practice is for improving cognitive brain function.
And when you have this attention and focus and concentration, what you find is it also facilitates your ability to make wise choices.
Researchers say the purpose of the program is to help students develop a practice which is like training for the brain to help with focus, paying attention, and better response to given situations.
So there's been some tremendous research coming out of places like Harvard that has done brain imaging to show that when someone is engaging in these mindfulness meditation techniques, they're actually resulting in positive changes at a neurophysiological level that promote greater concentration, greater focus, greater emotional stability.
Robinson Elementary was chosen by TPS administrators to test the program because the school had the highest number of suspensions in the district.
Well, a lot of times before we would have people shout out, we would have outbursts throughout the day. Kids really are using the mindfulness system to de-escalate. They also use the room as an intervention for their behaviors.
Signs around the school post reminders to the students to stop and take a deep breath. Principal Dr. James Jones says he's seen a dramatic change in his students over the past year, even with the behaviorally challenged students who act out the most.
But they'll go to the mindfulness room and take a break, and then they will practice those techniques to de-escalate the behavior. And it's giving them an ownership of their behavior. And that's huge, and especially in the urban district.
And Ms. McCullough says the results speak for themselves.
For example, a second grade student came to me in the morning and said, "Miss McCullough, I had a really bumpy morning. Can I come in and do mindfulness before I start my day?" Here's a child who's advocating for her own needs, and she's identifying that she has a place and a program and tools she can use to get herself, set to go have a successful day. I think that speaks for itself.
Now, the research started in fall of last year and will continue through this school year as well. The University of Toledo Psychology Department says the next step is to send graduate students to observe how the kids act in and out of the mindfulness classroom before finishing the study and releasing their final results. For now, reporting in the newsroom, Bree Malaska, NBC 24 News.